Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time, The Great Hunt #1 from Dynamite Comics. This book is written by Rick Hoskin with art by Marcio Abreu, colors by Vinicius Andrade, letters by Jeff Eckleberry. In this exciting new comic adaptation of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, the momentous events related to the prologue of the novel The Great Hunt are brought to vivid life. Dive back into Jordan's captivating fantasy world and discover the fascinating events that set the stage for the adventures of Rand and his companions as they hunt down the Horn of Valir. In Chapter 1, in the shadows, the Dark One gathers his sinister followers, the Dark Friends, and charges them to find the new dragon that has been born into the world at any cost. For unless he can separate the dragon from the light, all of the Dark One's meticulously crafted plans are threatened. So I I read this book because first of all, Dynamite was really nice and gave us a preview, but also because, as you guys know on the channel, I really like the show. I really like the TV show. Now, I've never read the books. I didn't know exactly what this like when I read this. I didn't read the synopsis, so I wasn't sure what like where we were sitting at. Obviously, this is before the events of um, season 2 because they're looking for the Horn of Valir. But I thought it was a fun introduction to the world. I really like reading these adaptations of books like this. I wish they did a few more. I remember reading the Game of Thrones stuff, and now with this Wheel of Time, like it's a really fun way to look at a different perspective and a different adaptation into the world of something that you're already looking at an adaptation, right? I'm only familiar with the TV show, so looking at a different point of view, I think it's fun. Now, I will say the art style is not my favorite. I think it feels very retro, but maybe that's what they were going. I think it fits with the tone of the book. I really like all the reflections here, like everything's being seen through these like fisheye lenses, which I think it's a really challenging to do as an artist, especially when you're drawing so many different people, so many points of views. So I think they're doing some really creative things, and I appreciate that. Um, and yeah, as we see here, we dive a little into the world. I love all these servants, how their faces are kind of like they're very jarring, like they're very static, they're very weird. So I really like that stuff as well. And then we get to see the introduction of some of these other characters. Now there's dialogue in these pages. The preview pages don't have any dialogue, but there's stuff going on. So it's really cool. Let me show you one couple more pages here. And yeah, there's a lot of I like unlike the show, you get to see a lot more of the magical aspect of it in a different light, right? Because you don't have to deal with special effects in comic books. The advantage is that you can really do anything, and I think the creative team, is really taking advantage of making sure that they fully utilize the medium. So that's why I think it's really fun. Um, this was interesting. I don't think it's not my favorite thing that I read this week, but it was interesting nonetheless because I do like the Wheel of Time lore and I want to know more. So I'll definitely keep reading this and report back at least to see how it was. Now, if you are a book reader, let me know what you think of just adapting this this prologue of the hunt. Like, do you think there's enough there to get a little series out? And let me know how you think that where that falls in the timeline of the show, and if if we've seen any of that stuff in the show. So far from this little description, and nothing seemed familiar. Even when they have some images of the characters that I'm more familiar with, they're so differently portrayed than in the show that it's still pretty interesting to see the comparison. So there you have it. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.